Welcome back to the 77 Podcast Show, brought to you by Dairy Queen's Blazer Glass Collection from the 1990s. The Blazers lose to the shorthanded Los Angeles Clippers in the Moda Center in Nick Batum's 50th season. All right, let's go to Bo Deezy and talk about tonight's game. Lots to get to, so let's get to it. How disappointed are you tonight?
Pretty disappointed. That is easily the worst loss of the season for this club. Definitely a disappointing. Deflated is the feeling that I have after watching that.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of text messages. They're saying, I'm mad. How could this happen? And someone brought up they started losing when Keon Johnson went down. Is that kind of a lack of having these power forwards bringing the ball up in important times? I noticed Keon can bring the ball up and move faster. So the question to you is, are these guys just not good enough without Dame right now?
Definitely need Dame. That's without doubt. Yeah, when Winslow takes 3 shots in a row, 3 key possessions in a row, he hits the first one, and I just think that's poor decisions right there. It's probably not the guy that you want taking 3 shots in a row late in a close game like that. Jeremy Grant went out. Ant seemed a little light at the end of the game, but I run something for someone else.
So is Gary Payton the second and Keon Johnson the answer?
No, Dame's the answer.
Okay, Dame is the answer. All right. Well, this was a tough loss. I was disappointed. How do you explain this? How do you go into the locker room and explain what happened? Was it just poor decisions, or I didn't see him? I saw people playing it. It's not like they gave up when we're cruising.
You could feel the game slipping away a little bit, even with that big lead. Just seemed like it was coming too easy. And how long was this going to last? And look over at the clock, see that there's a good chunk of time left in the third quarter with a big lead. The NBA, you see it all the time. You see big leads disappear like nothing. You can almost feel this coming on.
Yeah, it always makes you worried. I follow the Clippers because I live in Los Angeles, and will never root for the Lakers. And they used to have a former broadcaster, Ralph Lawler. Lawler's law was first team to 100 wins. And the Blazers got there first, and I took a breath, and I thought, okay, they're going to do this. And then Reggie Jackson came back, and Nick Batum, who I think has been in the NBA this is his 50th season? 52nd season for Nicholas Batum, still playing. Started off in Portland. And this is the Blazers, the old Blazers 2.0. You got Covington, you got Powell, you got Batum. So you want to get a win at home. I'm at a loss for words on what to say. Start sharp. What are you going to do? They did say during the game that Dame's going to try to come back and play for the Pacers game. So in the meantime, what do? Do you start sharp? You got to mix it up. You got to do something.
I guess you stick with your guns. Last game we thought definitely something's needed, but there was something to be said for sticking with what you think was going to work. And I mean, it was so close tonight. No gift that Jeremy fouled out of the game. That was trouble right there, because a couple of the shots towards the end would have gone to him. So I think you just try to steer it as straight as possible. And, we'll see what happens against the Lakers.
Back-to-back games versus LA. They head down to Los Angeles to take on the Lakers, who lost in similar fashion to the Pacers. So now you got 2 teams facing each other that had big leads and they lost. All right, for half a second, I thought the Clippers were running a contest for fans to play in the game for a little bit. Turns out it was Preston, point guard, and we got to see his only basket, a 3-pointer, first of his career. And you had a couple other G League players. Is that a little disheartening to lose to some a shorthanded Clippers team and some G League guys that just get in the game?
Absolutely. And people have been hyping up the Clippers all season, saying this is the deepest team. This is the deepest team in the NBA. And I would just have to disagree. I just don't think Batum, Morris, Amir Coffey, I don't think those constitute as guys who are going to be on one of the deepest teams in the NBA, but it was enough to beat the Blazers tonight.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think they're that deep when you're going to fans to play in the game. It was a national broadcast, so we didn't get to hear anything from our side of it. What did you hear Reggie Miller talking about the Blazers?
Well, I've got mixed feelings on these announcers, and I'm just a fan of new. Let's hear some new voices. Reggie Miller's been around a long time. I think at one point he claimed that Jeremy Grant, who was born in Portland, says there's something in the water there in Portland. That's why he's having such a big year. I'm ready to hear something new.
What's not in the water is fluoride in Portland, just so you know. All right, Ant was on to an historic night, but it seems like he slowed down. What did you see?
Yeah, Ant was shooting lights out. I have to say though, as pretty as his stroke is, it's a touch unique. Just a little bit of an early release that he has. As beautiful as his stroke is, but I think I really enjoy watching him drive to the hole. I mean, he gets up a lot higher than you think he's going to, and hopefully moving forward here, we'll see him get to the hole just a little bit more. It's a very high volume number of shots that he takes beyond the arc every game. I like to see him drive to the hole a little bit more, just aesthetically. It's beautiful to watch.
Yeah, everyone loves it. Reggie Miller loves it. Look at his head. His head's right there. A couple times on the show, he lost his shoe there in the last couple minutes of the game, and he still drove to the hoop. But yeah, you're right. He was beautiful driving the lane. But he was hitting the three, but it seemed like he ran out of gas at the end.
Yeah, absolutely. He ran out of gas. And
So who do we need for shooters if Grant gets fouled out? Who are you looking to shoot the ball besides Ant? My thought would be Sharp.
I think right now Shaden is just a little bit, excuse me. It's a little bit gun shy right now. Shaden is. And he's last couple of days, he's been looking like a rookie. So, we'll shake that off and hopefully he can be one of those guys.
Yeah, because we need some outside shooting, someone else to help out while Dame's out.
All right. Good luck, John.
All right. See ya.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye. That's our show for tonight. We'll see you in Los Angeles versus the Los Angeles Lakers. Thanks to Bo Deezy. Thanks to C. Dizzy. Thanks to Aaron Baird. And thanks to Martha Plimpton. We'll talk to you later.